Hello there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to the Krista Chronicles. And we are here with another month of New Deck Digest. And buckle up, because it's quite the month. I feel like the past few months I keep saying out loud to other people of like, yeah, I haven't really brought that much in. and then here we are again with lots of things to show. But this month is filled with a lot of Kickstarters. We have quite a few review decks I got in, so I've broken them up into basically how I acquired them, I suppose. I guess for that transparency in a way. Even though, like, I don't know, I feel like it's not like any of my opinions are like disingenuous, because with the at least my experience with getting review decks, the places that I get them, they don't just like randomly send something. You know, I pick them out. So in theory, it's all things that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like. So anyway, should we just get right into it? So we're gonna start off with the decks I purchased myself in some fashion or another, meaning just buying it from different places. Starting with the Dramatis Personae Tarot. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I saw this on Sandy's channel at Exploring Tarot. I had never seen this before, and it just was like, I think why I was feeling like I didn't bring in that much this month was because I didn't feel like there were many decks that I went to purchase per se where I was like, oh my gosh. Some of the decks I brought in are kind of like ones that I've had like an eBay thing saved for a while and like got a good deal on. But there's really only a handful that I bought this month and arrived this month that was like really that kind of, you know, that spark when you're watching something or you see it and you're like, ooh, what is that? So this felt like it brought me out of such a funk when it came to like tarot. Now, not to say that if I'm not acquiring decks, I'm in a funk per se. That's just how it felt this month. It was more that nothing felt interesting, and possibly it wasn't really even about the decks. You know what I mean? So seeing this on Sandy's channel, it was so exciting because it was that first time, the first feeling in quite some time is what I'm trying to say, of like, wow, what is that? So I chose to add on, ooh, spoiler, this bag. There's two different bag options. You can either get a pink silk bag, which is what Sandy showed on her channel, but then this was like a few dollars more, I want to say. And I'm not usually one to add on bags ever, because I'm always like, well, I can make a bag. But the way this just matched so perfect, I don't know, it felt like it needed this bag. So I got it, and I'm very pleased with it. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with this. Look at the backs. So this is a tarot deck. I'm pretty sure, I know it's all like vintage photos of actors, which I think is so interesting. I don't know what it is about this deck, but it makes me think of The Sound of Music. It gives off a similar vibe that The Sound of Music does for me, and that is my favorite movie. I just love it so much. I love it so much. And so when I was watching it on Sandy's channel, that was the connection my brain made. And then I was sitting here while watching her video, be like, okay, do I have anything else that kind of feels like The Sound of Music? And the answer was no. So I was like, well, okay, I have to get this. I was so excited, and I'm still so excited about it. I think it's so awesome. It's so beautiful. I think it's going to be amazing for the springtime with these pastels. I mean, look, it's matching my new little background so perfectly. Oh, I love it so much. I'm so excited about this one. So that is the Dramatis Personae Tarot. I think I'm saying that right, but I'm not sure. I'll have links to everything below. Okay. Oh, I love this bag. Now, another one I bought this month that really was like, I saw it on Instagram and was like, ooh, hello. The Starseeker Oracle. Now this, I've never paid attention to this because I've seen a little bit of the Starseeker Tarot and it's just not, it's not me. It just doesn't feel like it's for me. You know what I mean? It's just not my style. So when I knew there was the Oracle coming out, but I did not look at it. First of all, beautiful box. Look at this edging on it. Oh, so pretty. I love seeing this with oracles because sometimes I feel like oracle decks don't necessarily get like this kind of bougie attention, and it's so nice to see. But I saw this on Instagram because it popped up that the creators were having a sale earlier this month. I love the backs. And whenever something on sale, I always take a second look because why not? Just in case there's something I've missed. Might as well get the good price. And that's what happened here, was I was looking again at the tarot, still kind of was like, yeah, I don't think the tarot is for me. But the energy of the oracle felt, at least from viewing it online, just look at that. It felt different. It felt like something I really could imagine myself working with. I've already tried some pairings with it, and it goes well with a lot. I just think it's really, really well done. Look at that portal card. It's so beautiful. I think it's an oracle that goes with kind of a selection of tarot decks I have that go a little bit outside of my norm, that I don't have a lot to pair with it for that reason. But it goes with a lot otherwise too. I think it's great. I just think I love the keywords. The colors are so stunning. Again, I think this is going to be amazing throughout the spring. Look at that connection card. Oh, I'm really excited about this one. It feels like it's got this spacey theme, but a more down to earth, which is something that feels really, really just usable to me personally. So super excited about that. That's the Starseeker Oracle. Okay, next I had this come in from Kickstarter. It's the Baroque Tarot. Now this is one, I mean, the production quality, I think is, at least from what I've viewed so far, seems really nice. Now I remember being drawn to this deck because I really like just the Baroque period of art in general. Should we zoom in a bit more? I think we should. Oh yeah, that's much better. It's just a period of art I really like. And there is that other Baroque Tarot that's out, but that one just, I don't know, something about it didn't do it for me. And so when I saw this on Kickstarter, I was like, oh, okay, let's go for this. I have to say though, having it in hand now, I don't know. I think I am finding, oh, look at this 8 of coins though. I mean, it's really beautiful. I think this is one that, I think it'll be really nice in that kind of really late summer, really early fall time of year. But anyway, I'm finding with these kind of fine art decks that I really do have my limits with how many I have. Look at that chariot though. And so there's been a lot, I feel like, going around lately, and I always, like, I admire them all. Ooh, look at the High Priestess. Oh, like, it's so beautiful. However, I think I am nearly... Oh my gosh. See, now I'm looking at it though and I'm like, this is so good. I'm not crazy about this card though. That's one of the ones where I'm like, I don't feel like it fits. But a lot of them are so beautiful. Look at that Magician. So I still really need to give this one a chance. But I think getting this deck in, it made me realize, like, alright, I think I am reaching my limit for right now when it comes to these kind of fine art decks. Because I've got the Victorian Romantic, I have the Revival Art, Majestic Earth. Am I missing something? I think that's it. In terms of tarot, that's it. And then I've got my own deck, the Divine Ephemera, that uses it in collage, and then Thea's Hellenic Oracle. Like, I feel like I have things to kind of satisfy this fine art itch now. And now I will say, what I'm liking about this one, looking at it, is I feel like it fits in a different time of year than my other ones do. So I am curious to see if in that kind of like harvest season, I'm kind of feeling like this is where it's gonna come in. So curious about that. But again, I think I'm noticing, because this same creator is the one who put out, there's the Naked Truth Tarot on Kickstarter, and I did back that. Or I did have it backed, but I don't like to cancel my Kickstarters, but they're doing, like, they're over their funding, so like I don't feel that bad, and I just was like, I don't think I need something else, because I do have another kind of fine art deck coming in that I'm super excited about, the Persephone's Garden Tarot. Really excited about that one, and I just feel like with that, I'm like, I think I'm good for right now. But anyway, that was kind of my revelation with this. I think this has a spot in my collection, but I don't know, I almost feel like over the next year or so, there's gonna be like a bit of like intermittent this or thatting with these decks, which is it, I feel like I find that really fun. Like, this is not any kind of like regrets or anything, like I genuinely find that so fun. I love those videos Lisa does, the this or that, and doing it with my own decks. I just do it for fun. I think it's the best. Anyway, Baroque Tarot. Ooh, okay, so this is the third one that I purchased this month because I saw it. I saw it on Martin's Curiosities, his Instagram, and it just, I was floored. I was like, what is that? I need to know right now. Oh my gosh. It's the Rooted Woman Oracle, which is out from Hay House, but I need to like fact check myself on this right now, because I was on Kelsey and Tara's live capsule collection, and I'm using this in my capsule collection this month, and I was saying how like I didn't see it on the usual like Hay House website, but it is out from Hay House, and so I was wondering if it's like Hay House UK, because I saw it on Martin's Instagram, and I know he is from the UK. Okay, so I'm on Hay House right now. Oh my gosh, the camera's gonna hate that. Oh, we got it. So let's see if I search Rooted Woman. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, it's not on their website. So I got this off Amazon. So for a normal price, you can get it on Amazon in the US just fine, but I'm just so confused by that. 'Cause it's Hay House. Okay, there's Boswell Books, UK Bookshop. I just don't know. If anyone knows, like, what the dealio is with that, I'm truly just curious how that works, because it is Hay House. But I know there is, like, Hay House UK. And anyway, the artwork is by one of my favorite artists, Hannah Willow. She made the Folktale Oracle I have and love and use all the time. So, yeah, it was like a no-brainer for me. I'm super excited about this deck. It's gorgeous. I mean, her artwork is stunning. And the creator is Sharon Blackie, and her writing is fantastic. It's such a good deck. As you can see, it does rock. It has that kind of Hay House. It's got that Hay House cardstock that it does warp. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me too much. Look at that. So it's definitely got a Celtic theme going on. I'm so excited to be using it this month for the capsule collection. It's Plant the Seed is the theme, and this is just going to be so perfect. It feels very introspective. Look at that Labyrinth card. So, oh my gosh, I just love it so much. Because the Folktales Oracle, I mean, it is an amazing oracle. But I just think the art of it is what makes me just want to use it all the time. It feels so like warm and cozy, and that aspect of Hannah's art comes through amazingly in this. I'm so excited about it. So, that is the Rooted Woman Oracle. So fantastic. If you want to see some beautiful images of it, definitely check out, I think it's, yeah, Martin. His Instagram. It's awesome. Anyway, Rooted Woman. So, okay. An eBay purchase. This is one that I've just kind of had my eye on for a while. Came up for an amazing price. It's the Green Man Tree Oracle. Now, I am loosely doing a little bit of an OM study this year, just like having a card out, following the OM calendar, and Sandy has this deck. That's where I've seen it. And I loved the look of it, because the artwork is by, you know the guy, the Wildwood artist. You know the one. I'm just testing you. Anyway, it's an OM deck. And I wanted it for the art. I think it's really pretty. I do already have an OM deck that, I mean, it works, but I feel like I got the other one and was like, no, this was really the one I wanted. And I should have just got this one, but it was just more expensive, honestly, to buy it new than the other one. So when this one came up on eBay for a really good price, I was like, all right, let's do it. Look at that Holly card. Yeah, so I'm enjoying just kind of loosely following the OM calendar. It's been fun, and I'm excited to have this deck and just like another book on it. I do like the guidebook for the other one, and I'm excited to have the guidebook for this one to just kind of compare and contrast. Just a very slow, loose study. It's fun. So that's the Green Man Tree Oracle. Okay. Ooh, okay, this was an exciting one. This was a February purchase as well that I was really excited for. Immediate purchase, no questions asked. You'll know why. The Pocket Coastal Curiosities. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm gonna buy anything that Lennox Reese does. Truly. Oh, my readings in here. But like a pocket, so genius, so genius. So it is the same as the second edition, if you have that one with these orange backs. But so cute, so cute. It's a small version. There is a card in here that comes with it with a QR code to the guidebook, which Lennox so nicely told me last time I mentioned it. And I can't find mine, but you're more responsible than me, so it'll be okay. I must have taken mine out for safekeeping, and I made it too safe, but yeah. Same amazing Coastal Curiosities deck, but portable and cutie. So excited about it. I'm like, now I have a Coastal Curiosities for everything. I can take it everywhere. I love that for me because it's just really like top favorite oracle. I love it so much. Pairs with so much. It's the best. So, that's my Coastal Curiosities Pocket Edition. So cute! I need to find the QR code or ask Lennox so nicely to send me the link because I can't find it. And that's all on me because it was a card so nicely in the box and I don't know. I went somewhere with it. Okay, this was a pre-order that came in this month. Oh my gosh. It's the Unfinished Business, a Ghostly Tarot by MJ Cullinan. I have a whole walkthrough of this deck up. Oh my gosh. I am, like, have really become such an MJ Cullinan fan to the point where I'm like, ooh, maybe I need to repurchase the Crow Tarot. Because I've had a few of the mass market decks, and they just, those ones didn't jive with me, but the stuff she has been coming out with lately have been a big yes. This tarot, every card has its own ghost story, and to tell you, like, it makes it these stories that stick with you. I think I've used this maybe 2 or 3 times in a reading. That's it. I've used them with Andy, and Andy doesn't have the deck yet because there is a second edition pre-order or second printing pre-order up, so she did pre-order it. And both of us are like, oh my gosh, like, it's been probably a week and a half since I last pulled a card. No, 2 weeks even. And both of us are still thinking about the story. Like, randomly it just pops in my head of like, wow, remember that? And so I just think that's such a testament to, like, when a deck has something, like, either in the image or in the guidebook that sticks with you that well. I'm just so loving this one. It can be brutal, for sure. Like, one of the ghost stories, this was, like, the first one we pulled, and oh my gosh. I think about this a lot. Like, it's almost like in my day-to-day when I come into scenarios like what's going on in this card, I think about this card. But there was, the one we pulled last was, like, we just felt like they very randomly, like, died at the end, and we were like, they didn't need to die. But that's the point of the deck. I get it. It's just funny in that way. But yeah, I'm super impressed. I think it's awesome. Unfinished Business, a Ghostly Tarot. Alright, ooh, this is another Kickstarter that came in. So exciting. We've been waiting a bit for this one. It's the I'm Here Oracle. You know, I have to say, personally, I'm saying, you know. There was things going on with this one that it took longer than anticipated, but I think well worth the wait. I'm so impressed by this deck. Loving it so much. It is a, how do we describe this? A 50 cards that explore ideas for gentle ways to heal and connect with yourself. I've just really been getting a lot out of this deck, even in the short time I've had it. And, like, it's one of those ones, like, I really would recommend to so many people. I'm really glad. I actually ended up, at the time I did back it, I backed for the buddy one, so I got 2 of the decks. And so I was able to give one to my friend Rachel at work, and, like, who just would love things like, she loves stuff like this, you know what I mean? And, like, she's been loving it too, and it's just been, like, a cool connection. I think this deck is really great. I've been getting so much out of it. I love pairing it with the, do I have it right with me? No. The Creative Conscious Healing deck. And how I like to use them is I'll pull a card from each, and the Creative Consciousness Healing Oracle feels like, okay, here's what we're examining, and then the I'm Here Oracle feels like, okay, and here's what we do. Here's the actionable step. And oh my gosh, I've been really liking this. Oh, I'm gonna cough. Excuse me, I just like swallowed air weird. There's been a few weeks where I'll pull this as a card for the week. And again, it's another one that just really sticks with me. Like this week, I pulled the Connect card. And I thought about it a lot throughout the week. I don't know, I think it's so awesome. So really impressed by this one. Oh yeah, there's the card. I mean, come on, it's so good. It's so good. And so I think really well worth the wait. I haven't gotten into the kind of like expansion-ish deck. I haven't gotten into that one yet, but really liking this. And so I will try and look. I have not heard if there's extra copies or anything being sold. I'll have to look, but anything I find, I will put below. And if I can't find anything, I will just link the creator, Murphy Pine's Instagram, because I assume that's where you can keep up to date. Okay, here is one I bought after finishing the Walk Through the Forest of Souls by Rachel Pollack. I finished that book this month, and she, in that book, uses a lot of Robert M. Place's decks, references Robert M. Place a lot. It just got me thinking about Robert M. Place and looking at his decks. This is the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery because I really like his art style and just the look of his decks, but I just don't really feel in a place to to have picked one out that would involve me really kind of studying it. So, well, like I want to get the Alchemical Tarot one day. But I know, like, I'm gonna want to study the alchemy part of it, and I just can't add that on right now. So I found this one, and I'm sure there are plenty of things to study in this deck, but it felt really usable right out of the box. And after, you know, I've used it quite a few times now, and I stand by that. I think it's really usable out of the box. I just love his art style. Something about it, like, it feels like it scratches an itch in my brain. This, like, it's like block, what do they call that? Like block printing, almost? That's just what it looks like. And I really like it! And I relate it now to Rachel Pollack's book. I've got this, and I showed last month, I got the, what's it called? Her deck. The Shining Tribe. Ooh, I should try using them together. Yeah, because she has really cool readings in that book, and so I've enjoyed going back through to try the readings I want to try. Using this, using her deck, I just really like it. Yeah, a good one. So, Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery. I've yet to suss out how I feel about the box. It's one of those that, like, pulls out, and it feels bougie and fancy, but I don't know how well everything really fits. It's a little bit too fitted, you know? So I don't know if long-term it's going to stay in here because it's a process to get it back in. There we go. Okay. Okay. Last one that I got for myself this month was another eBay find. Oh, one that I've been like, I had this and then I rehomed it like, I don't know, probably 2 years ago at this point. And have been kicking myself. Gosh, thank goodness I just got a grip. When it comes to like how I personally feel about like my collection and like rehoming decks and my process, I just needed to like get a whole grip, you know? Anyway, so this was in that era of like not having a grip. Of like if I wasn't really using it at the time, it just had to go. Silly. Anyway, should I stop I didn't even say what it is. Touchstone Tarot. Oh my gosh! So I did since get the mass market back, and I use it all the time, which is why, like, kicking myself of like, oh my gosh, I had this original mass market edition from Kunati. Oh my gosh. So the US Games one is very glossy, very not super easy to shuffle, and has some different design elements to it. Should we compare? Would that be fun? I think it'd be fun. Look at this. I love the title card. I don't usually keep the title cards in the decks. I have like a bin. I just put all the title cards in, which I'm suspecting is what happened to my Coastal Curiosities, but I looked through a bit there this morning and haven't spotted it, so I don't know. But let's find my other one, my other deck. Where did I put it? Aha! Okay, let's do a little comparison. I hope you have a snack, a beverage. We're here today, and we're with it, and we're doing it because I feel like it. Okay, so here's the out of print Kunati, and this is the US Games. So there's that difference. I love that little owl though, I have to say. Okay. What else do we want to see here? I guess there's a difference in the guidebook. Do we care about that? Yeah. US Games, Kunati. Okay. Now let's get out the cards. But I do just want to say, I don't think the US Games one is bad. I really have enjoyed it. I don't plan on getting rid of it. I really was waiting for the Kunati to come up to like a price that just felt personally reasonable, because I was enjoying this one, you know, it was fine. So this is the US Games, and here is the Kunati. I don't like that word. I'm just gonna say that. I don't like saying it. Okay, so there's a difference there. You can already see this one is pretty glossy. And so this is what you can get now, and here you can see the design difference. So I do prefer this one here because, I don't know, I just do. I like how it has this like painterly effect on there. I do like that it's not glossy, but I mean, to be honest, gloss doesn't bother me. Sometimes I like a glossy deck, and I do think there is something to be said for the glossiness with this one. I think it does, I don't know, it adds something to it that I do like. So again, it's not to say that I completely like hate this one and like it was just like in the meantime. It was more like this just came up for the right price for me, and I wanted it again because I like the design of this one a bit more. But this one, for right now, is not going anywhere because there's something about it makes it feel very like lustrous, you know? So I don't know. I really think I'm gonna have to do a whole comparison of like putting it back in order and doing a side by side. If that's something, I don't know if that'd be interesting to show here because this isn't readily available. But I suppose if there's just curiosity, because it does come up. The versions of this do come up. It really is just, it depends on what your personal price point is. So I just waited a very long time, and eventually it came up for something I was like, all right, I can kind of swing it. But I'm very excited to have this again. I love the Cat Black decks. There's really some of my consistent favorites. Everything about this deck I love so much. So, that is the Touchstone Tarot. Ooh, I sat where I can't, like, bend to get what I need. Alright. So again, that is the last deck I purchased myself, and now the rest are ones that I did receive for review. So I have piles, or I shouldn't say pile, like, I've got my piles of review decks. That sounds so obnoxious. Oh my gosh. Okay, no. I've got a few here from US games and a few from Llewellyn. So, and there are a few that I've already filmed walkthroughs of because I like doing them as unboxings to like, I don't know, just share my first impressions and like, it just feels fun, like I'm opening it with my friends. So, one of them's already up, but they'll be kind of slowly coming out. So, first things first, let's start with US games because that is what came first. We've got the Mother Mort's Carnival of Souls. This is one that the walkthrough is up if you're interested. It's a smaller oracle deck. It's got 32 cards. But I'm really, really enjoying this one. This is one I've used a few times already. I've gotten the same card twice in a row. So spooky when that happens, but it's just really, really fun. It's a fun kind of dark fantasy deck. I'm really excited. It comes with a storybook. So this first hardcover book you get when you open the box is a book, which I haven't read through yet, but I'm very excited too. But it is a very usable deck just right out of the box because you get this guidebook as well with all the meanings for the cards. And you get a little bit about the character to put it into some context. So if you never want to read the story, you certainly don't have to. I have seen this card twice on Instagram from other people who received review copies. Twice. Robin got from Robin's Reflections and Lumeria Star. I'm pretty sure that's the two people I saw who both got this card today. Like, so spooky. Anyway, but really enjoying this. I'm also thinking of doing a video about the oracle decks I have that are under 50 cards that I really like, because I tend to have a thing about like the number of cards, as I think a lot of us do, and sometimes I'll really just count out certain decks, but there are ones that I've just kind of said like, whatever. Like this is one, I know I received it for review, but I picked it out for a reason. I would have bought this otherwise anyway, and I'm just really glad I have it, and I feel like I have quite a few decks that it's like, even though there's not that many cards, it's really good. And so I think I want to do a video on that, because, you know, I understand. I think sometimes there are some decks out there that don't have a lot of cards, and it does it a disservice. It feels like, I don't want to say incomplete. I don't think that would be very kind of me, but, and that's not what I mean. But almost like, I don't know what words I have there. Anyway, I think there are smaller decks that don't necessarily do it right under my own arbitrary definition. But then I think there are some that it's like, yeah, no, this feels finished. Oh my gosh, that's so mean to me. I don't mean to say that like the other ones are unfinished. I mean like, it feels like when you've gotten to the, like, looking through the last card, you're like, yeah, no, this ends here. Anyway, I'm gonna stop on that. Okay, next from US Games is the Gjallarhorn Norse Oracle. I should have looked up how to say that. Also, both of these are by Matt Hughes, who is the creator of the, oh my gosh, it's that shiny tarot deck. Eek. No, I need to know. We have to know right now. Oh my gosh, did you know if you just Google Matt Hughes, there's a American martial artist who's famous? Sometimes I do that where I'll just search tarot names being like, yeah, everyone is into this. As, you know. You have to be a little more specific, I suppose, because just in case there's a martial artist. Ethereal Visions Tarot is by Matt Hughes. Oh my gosh, Stevie is playing in a new basket. So, he did that last deck and this one. So exciting, like really just doing some cool stuff. So, this one I did not do a walkthrough of. I opened this last night, and it comes in 3 individually wrapped sets. So we get, as you can see, we get runes. I have 2 of the sets mixed together and 1 separate because that's just how I decided I'd want to work with it. But so this has runes and sigils. And so to me, I just put these, because I'm not currently looking to do like rune specific work. I think this is super cool because you kind of get 3 mini decks in one, where you can use this as a rune deck, you can just use the sigils, and then you also get a set of Norse gods and goddesses, and it's very balanced, which I think is really exciting to see, because we don't get many decks where there's gods and goddesses, and we've got it here. So that's what really excited me about this deck, to be honest. That's really what I wanted to check out. So that's why I decided to keep these cards separate, because my plan is for doing readings with it is to pull a deity card and then to also pull what I am calling like a symbol from the symbol deck, because they're all symbols. It's just whether I get a rune or a sigil. So that's how I'm thinking I'm going to work with it for now, but I'm really excited about this one. It's very shiny, and I love the blue. I mean, I love shiny. And now I'm looking at this and I'm like, ooh, I've never had the ethereal visions, but I'm liking this and the Mother Mort just so much that I'm like, maybe I need to get. Especially the Luna edition. I think I'm going to. I think I just made that decision in my brain because, I don't know, I'm just fascinated. I'm fascinated. I think his art is so gorgeous. Especially on this, like, darker tone. Yeah, I love that. So, that is the, I'm not saying it right, Gjallarhorn Norse Oracle. Alright, I want to say too, I don't know, I think these all come out at the end of the month. But I will put links right to the US Games website, so you can see that. Alright. Next up, oh my gosh, I'm so pumped for this one. It's the Old Style Tarot by Alexander Ray. Oh my gosh. This was one I saw and was like, oh, I have to ask. Like, I have to just ask. So oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I have the opportunity to review this one. This is one that a video will be going up within the next week or 2. And you'll see, if you're interested and watch that video, I was just so blown away by this one. I think it's so awesome. I think it's going to be great for spring, because the element that I wasn't expecting is there really is a lot of like plants incorporated in here. The guidebook doesn't specifically point that out, but the way they're incorporated into the art, if you really look, it feels to me like it really has purpose behind it. And so just that combined with the color palette, I think it's going to be awesome for spring. I'm so excited about it. I love this art style, the look of it. Just everything about it I'm really loving. I love this kind of vintage style. I think this is the one walkthrough where I played with some pairings with it too. No, did I? I'm not remembering now. So if I did, I don't remember what pairings I picked, but I don't think no, I did. That's so bad. I don't remember what I paired with it. Ew. So I'm gonna have to rediscover that, because I think this is gonna pair well with a lot, and a lot of my springtime oracles particularly. So, oh, I remember now, Pear Tree Court was super cool with this one. So that is the Old Style Tarot. Really excited about that one. The guidebook is really cool. Just liking everything about it. Okay, we've got one more from US Games, and that is the new Aquarian Tarot. So, the Aquarian Tarot is coming out in this deck and guidebook box set. So, you get the usual fabulous Aquarian Tarot deck, but also the Psychic Tarot book. This is actually not a deck I've ever had. It's one that I've wanted. And so when I saw it was coming out in this box set, I mean, of course I was like, yeah, I want that. So it's just this really, really extensive guidebook written for it. I haven't dug into this at all yet, but I'm super excited about it. Especially like Psychic Tarot, like, yeah, I want to know what we mean by that. So I don't have like a past version to compare it to, but the backs are familiar to me from seeing it just places online. It's pretty typical US Games cardstock, but not, it's like, it feels like similar to like the older US Games cardstock, I would say, which is cool. And yeah, I mean, we don't have to linger too long on this one right now because I did not do a walkthrough of this one because I don't know, it's a deck I'm sure most people have seen already, so it felt more effective to me to spend time with it, spend time with the book, and then talk about it, rather than do a first impressions of something that it wouldn't have been a first impressions, you know? So I'm really excited to do so, though. Look at that moon card, though. This has just been one that I've been curious about for a really long time. So I'm excited to have this opportunity. It's making me think too. I'm thinking of, does anyone here go on Substack? I'm kind of thinking like I want to start a little bit of a blog style thing to kind of do some written reviews and maybe just, I don't know, different musings I have of just for if I don't really feel like turning on the camera in that moment, so I can still kind of just get it out of my brain. I'm thinking about that. And so I think, because I just think it'd be really cool with this particular deck, since I feel like the focus right now is like the book, because that's the element added to it with this set. I think it'd be really neat to do it like blog style. So, I don't know. I'm a bit confused by it, by Substack, but if anyone has anything else where they kind of like read blogs or see people have blogs, let me know, because I've not ever been in that territory. I like writing. It's not something I have exercised in a long time, but yeah, okay, we can stop looking at this one, because it's the Aquarian Tarot. We all know that one, right? I shouldn't say that, because I didn't really, because I've never had it. But I was familiar with it. Exciting! I'm so excited about that one. Alright, so now let's jump over to the box I got from Llewellyn, which I'm very excited about. Trying to think, should I show the books I got this month? I'm gonna do that at the end, because I did get some tarot witchy books. One for review, but others I just bought. So let's do that too. I think that'd be fun. Okay, let's get to the decks though. Excuse me. Now this was one that I didn't initially ask for. Okay, my camera overheated. Figured that out. What was I saying? That this wasn't originally in like things that I requested, but they asked if I wanted to review it, and I'm curious. I just was really curious. I have never read with a Kipper deck, but I mean, oh, is there nothing I love more than learning a new system, even though I've got like 4 that I'm trying to learn. But you know, I don't know, when it comes down to it, I'm really not like I'm doing this study kind of gal. I just need to have the tool, and I will slowly chip away at it. Really is the thing. I need to have the tool, and like a book, that's good. And eventually I'll know. And that's okay. So I've seen videos that I want to say, maybe like Logan from Larkin Legend has this one. I don't know. I think that's where I've seen it. And so I was excited about it. Is that true? When does this come out? Am I like just talking lies? I don't know where I saw this. I think someone had this. No, or was this out indie? I'm confused. Anyway, I know I've seen it around. Beautiful box, first of all. And we get a book that seems really hefty. I'm excited to... This is what I'm just gonna have to like read through because I don't know anything. So I haven't looked at these cards really yet, so I guess this is a bit of an unboxing here. So I really have no thoughts because I don't know any. There's 38 cards. And so again, like this could be a cool one to do something like a blog post. Look how pretty that is. I just was so drawn to the art and the theme. Look at that. You know what's another one I rehomed that I should get again? Oh no, I don't remember the name. Just kidding. Okay, but it's the first... I think it's the first video I ever put up, and even for that, I'm like, oh, I should have like just kept it for that sentiment. But also, I'm interested to use it again. But it's like a mermaidy pirate deck that's kind of more minimal. It's a bit of a pip deck. I think I'm gonna get that again. I'm thinking of it because I think this would be like really cool with it. I'm not really an ocean water deck kind of person, but like this kind of vibe I do really like, where it brings in a bit of like the pirates and mermaids. I really do like that. And that's what that deck had, so I should look into that again, but I'm excited. Again, like really starting from, if less than 0 was possible, that's where I would be with it. I have no idea. So, but that's the exciting part. And that's why I said yes, because, I don't know. I'm not just gonna like, I can't just be afraid of it just because I don't know it. That's the whole point, is to learn somewhere. And why not learn with something this beautiful? I'm excited. So I'll keep you all posted on my Kipper journey whenever that happens again, because I don't really do set studies currently. It doesn't seem to really work out for me when I try. But yeah, if you do read Kipper and have any resources you really like, also let me know. I mean, this book seems really full of info, so I'm of course gonna like use this, but you know, I like having like a guidebook plus one other. So that's the Seaborn Kipper. All right, let's get into my obsession of the last few days. This is, well actually, this should be my next video going up. Let's get the box. You already know I'm obsessed with it when it's a Llewellyn kit and I'm already keeping it completely outside of the box. So it's the Mystic Palette Tarot. This is the full Llewellyn set. I do think there's a muted palette one that I think is one of those like smaller boxes from Llewellyn. So yeah, it's not even in there anymore. Nor does it have a bag. It's just been sitting naked since I did that unboxing. But also because I just keep using it, keep wanting to look at it. The cards are a bit oversized. I will show that in my video. I think it should be going out like Monday? Tuesday? I don't know, one of those. But oh my gosh, I was so blown away by this one, which is funny because I really thought the one I was gonna want was the muted palette one. And I probably say that in the beginning of my unboxing of this deck, of like, I'm excited to look at this one, but like, basically like, I kind of want the muted palette one, and I was like, and I might still buy it. But I was excited because this is the one that has the big guidebook and I wanted that. So, but now that I have this, it's almost one of those things where it's like, oh, maybe that was like meant to be kind of thing, because I almost can't even imagine seeing these cards without all of this color. It's like, it's breathtaking to me, and this is so not usually my thing, but something about this deck has just like such a chokehold on me right now. In the least graphic way possible, or least violent way possible. It's just, you know, when you get a deck and you're like, that's the only image in your brain for days? That's what's happening to me with this deck of like, alright, I'm gonna use other stuff because, like, I wanted to, but now like, oh, but I just want to keep using this. And maybe I will. Maybe I will just keep using this. I don't know. I had the excuse because I'm doing the capsule collection that is put out by Tara and Kelsey from Cozy Core Craft and Huga Tarot, and I love that practice, and this doesn't really feel like it fits that vibe at all. And I have my decks picked out already, but since I was joining in on their live today, I didn't want to like, this is how the weird way my brain works, of like, because I post a picture of my morning reading every single day on Instagram. I love doing that. It brings me joy. So I do. But then I was like, okay, the live was this morning on the 2nd when I'm, when I'm filming this. And so by the time the live came around, I've already done 2 readings in March, but I was like, I don't want to use my capsule decks because that'll ruin the surprise. Which is so possibly delusional, because like, I don't know if the people viewing that video like also are like looking at my Instagram like delusional. But I know because I talk to Tara and Kelsey on Instagram a lot, and so I know they're on Instagram, and I didn't tell them what I was picking either. So I was like, it has to be a surprise for them. Like, that's the fun. So anyway, my excuse then has been like, well, I can't use those yet, so I guess I just have to use this one. And you know, it probably will keep coming out. Look, because, oh my god! Are you kidding me? I shouldn't go through this deck again. I did a walkthrough, but can you tell? I'm obsessed. Mystic Palette Tarot. Okay, and oh my gosh! Last but not least, I feel like we've been here a while. We really have. The Medieval Feathers Tarot. Yeah. So this, I did film a walkthrough of this. I don't know when this one might be up in like 2 weeks or so. I don't know. But I love the feathers. I don't want to like go too much into it because I filmed a whole video on it. I don't want to be redundant. Gosh, wouldn't that be a nightmare? As if I don't repeat myself probably constantly. But I really like this. The art is by Alejandro R. Rozan, who made the Tarot de Ambiguities from Artisan Tarot that I love. And he just did that new Rider Marseille from Artisan Tarot. So super cool now that there is also a mass market deck with his art you can get, and it includes feathers. And in that walkthrough, I do a flip through of all the cards and read there's upright and reversed keywords. But then, because the part I'm really obsessed with is the birds, I did go through and just said what bird each feather is from. So I didn't, you know, it's not a million years long where I really went through the whole guidebook, but I just wanted to know the different birds in there. And so I'm so excited to keep exploring this one. And because they do go through kind of the connection that the bird has with the meaning of the card. So I'm really, really excited to look at that. But yeah, I'm very impressed by this. This is actually out from Blue Angel, I should say. Which Llewellyn is their US distributor. So I should say that it is a Blue Angel deck, which I love Blue Angel decks. Especially for Oracle. I don't think I really have many tarots. I think I've got this and the Dreams of Gaia. I don't know if I have another Blue Angel tarot, but I'm really excited about this one. I think it's really cool. So that is the Medieval Feathers, and that, let's just double check. Yeah, that's my last deck I have to show you all today. Oh, we were gonna look at books quick. I'll just flash them. We don't have to go through it because I haven't read any of them yet. So I've got no thoughts. Are they all right here? I think mostly. Let me think about that for a second. What did I buy? What did I buy? I got this and this. Aha! Okay. Yeah. I got it all right here. Okay. So, the one book I got for review, let's zoom us out a little bit. Ooh, that's in. Is Hades, Myth, Magic, and Modern Devotion by Jamie Wagoner. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm so excited about this. So this kind of came about when I was reading the Romantices, the Hades and Persephone Romantices. So I read Neon Gods and A Touch of Darkness. And since then, I have been so obsessed with the whole story and Hades and Persephone. And so when I saw this book was coming out, I was like, oh, I need to read that. All about, like, modern devotion of Hades. I want to know everything. So I'm really excited with this. And again, that Persephone's Garden Tarot. Yeah. Heck yeah from me. So then, 3 books that I purchased this month, which is not usual for me. I'm not really usually a book buyer because, I don't know, I'm just now entering my reader girl era. But I'm also a really, really big library user, of course, because I'm there every day. Might as well, right? No, I'm just kidding. Libraries are great to take advantage of. So, I got this, Celtic Myth and Magic, Harnessing the Power of the Gods and Goddesses by Elaine McCoy. I got all of these on eBay. Yeah. From like a Goodwill in Pennsylvania or something. Big slay. I feel like I'm missing something, but maybe I don't know what I got with it. But then also I got the Book of English Magic. This is one that's just kind of like been on my radar for so long. And if you're looking for books, really recommend eBay and looking for Goodwills who sell on eBay. These are from one in Pennsylvania, and like it was like a couple dollars per book. So I got this one. Really, really hyped about that because I have a lot of British lineage. And then I got The Witch's Devil by Roger J. Horn. Hell yeah. This one actually I got off Amazon because I saw it on Emily's Tarot and Witchcraft. She works a lot with devil figures. I feel like I'm not using right terminology. I don't know. But since I'm in my devil year, I'm having a big fascination. I'm reading the Book of Lilith right now too. I've gotten a bit into this one. I'm really, really excited about it. I love Roger J. Horn, but I've never read any of his books other than Cartomancy for Folk Witches. I don't think I said that title right, but you know what I mean. So those are the books. Anyway, now we are done. So that's all I got for you. And did you get anything new this month? I want to know. I love hearing what people are bringing in. It's so fun. I just think it's the best. But other than that, I hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll see you again very soon.